Porque mi amor, why did you leave me waiting here?
No one captures the romance of the city quite like Wong Kar-wai. Whether Hong Kong, Buenos Aires, or most recently his birthplace of Shanghai, his cinematic metropolises enthrall with their visions of beauty and solitude. At night, under the flickering glow of neon lights, this urban landscape come thrillingly alive.
那一天晚上，我又看到那个女人，不知道是不是因为天气的关系，那一天晚上，我觉得她很亲切。
Adrift in a sea of people, Wong's city dwellers, lovers, loners, sinners, while away their precious hours in dimly lit bars, forlorn rented rooms, or nocturnal scooter rides to nowhere. They might light a cigarette or take a sip of strong liquor. They might even pick a fight. But more than anything, they yearn.
Where is your home? Where is it of love?
Some dream of a better economic future, while others long for the touch of another.
我信我自己唔好似佢哋咁。原來會。我知你唔會離開你老公。我想行開下。
The racing minds of these characters mirror the dizzying pace of city living, where the promise of a new money-making opportunity or a new love is always around the corner.
夜晚開工，日頭瞓覺，我開始跟返香港時間。
Working in tandem with cinematographer Christopher Doi, one of his most important collaborators, Wong Kar-wai channels this state of restlessness through filmmaking methods that have now become his visual trademark. Step printing is one such recurring visual effect, as seen in this famous opening scene from his international breakout hit, Chungking Express. Through this technique, multiple copies of a single frame are duplicated, then projected at normal speed. When used in Wong's films, these shuddering images can convey the hectic hubbub of a big city, overflowing with action and people. At other times, the technique can feel more contemplative. Characters might appear frozen in time, trapped by their own obsession and loneliness as life passes them by. Wong's signature visual effects sometimes simultaneously speed up and slow down action, making visible the materiality of time, a central concern in Wong's cinematic world. Clocks about, ticking away seconds, minutes, hours. Timing is of the essence. Every turn of the dial carries the possibility of a one-in-a-million chance encounter or the regret of a missed connection. The temporal signposts also hint at the tides of change that sweep through a particular era. Wong captures cities on the cusp of monumental transformation, swayed by forces of modernity and globalization. These shifts are embedded in the film's eclectic soundtracks, where classical music mingles with ballroom ballads, and canto-pop tracks rub shoulders with experimental rock. His characters, too, are often in a state of transition. We find them on buses, trains, motorcycles, behind the wheels of cars, or in the backseat of a taxi. Like scattered petals in the wind, his lonely souls might brush against one another for a brief moment, never to meet again. Magic occurs, however, in scenes where characters walk side by side. Framed in medium shots, these sequences accentuate minute, wordless gestures of intimacy and understanding. In public, across darkened roads and winding alleyways, private passions bloom.
即刻太遲或者太早，結果都係唔得嘅。愛情其實有時間性。
In conjuring the mood of a place or an epoch, Wong pays meticulous attention to sartorial details. Together with art director William Chang, the director strived to convey not just realism, but an archetype or a state of mind. The beige trench coat, dark glasses, and blonde wig donned by Bridget Lin in Chungking Express linked her character to the femme fatales of film noir.
每一次穿雨衣，我都会戴太阳眼镜。你永远都不会知道什么时候会下雨，什么时候出太阳。
Likewise, Maggie Cheung's ornate, painstakingly constructed cheongsams in the Mood for Love are more than a period touch. Their glamorous but unyielding forms constrict the body from free, spontaneous movement, echoing the character's repressed desires. When Cheung's gaunt woman finally allows herself to attend a secret rendezvous, she's draped in a red coat, its crimson color signaling a change of heart.
諗過你會嚟。
我哋唔會好似佢哋咁嘅。聽日見啦。
For many of Wong's characters, the subtle internal transformations manifest not only through actions or words, but also through the clothes they wear.
食咗嘢未啊？我問你食咗嘢未啊？
Food constitutes another form of language. Restaurants are a place of business dealings and even hostile confrontations. They are also an oasis for lovers, or would-be lovers, who exchange knowing glances between delicious bites. When done with tenderness and care, cooking becomes an act of both physical and spiritual nourishment.
花无百日红，不时不地不食。我想最贵的料理，最好的时光，应该就是眼前当下。
For the Shanghainese characters who migrate to Hong Kong in the Mood for Love, preparing regional dishes means maintaining a cultural lineage. Wong has revealed that the various meals in the film can be used to chart the changing of the seasons, as certain dishes are only available during specific months of the year. As with music and fashion, food too can measure the passage of time and the ebb and flow of relationships.
你幫我叫啊！
點解？
我想知道你老婆中意食咩咯。
When bathed in saturated colors, Wang's cities are seductive, but they are even more unforgettable in a downpour. Thames seem to come to a standstill as droplets of rain cascade down rooftops, bouncing off umbrellas to leave the streets slick with nostalgia. Like the rain, memories are slippery, ephemeral, impossible to hold on to. That era has passed, goes the famous line from In the Mood for Love. Nothing that belonged to it exists anymore. In the same way, the cities at Wong Kar-wai cinema no longer resemble their real-life counterparts. Yet, immortalized on screen, their allure continues to cast a powerful spell, like the earthly scent that lingers after the rain.
喺我最需要一件雨褸嘅時候，呢個人又返嚟我身邊啦。如果成日都落雨，你話幾好咧？